Wow. Okay. Thanks, honey. Thanks. Just did 3 minutes with no audio. Way to go, Lise. Hi, everybody. This is going to specialize with light workers, light warriors, indigos. This is what the energy I'm channeling. I want you guys to really know that this channel is for light workers. This is the channel for light beings, those that are working in the light, those that are ascending, those that are awakened, and all of us really that are walking in the light and not that are seeking to uplift and not tear down. All of those are people. We're all light workers in our own way. Okay, we're all light workers in our own way, and we all have our own calling. And so I'm here to help everybody grow. So this is going to be a really cool new moon. I always do that. So we're going to be doing these readings for sun and moon. These are not for rising sign. This is going to be sun and moon. Okay. Hey, Sandra. So if it doesn't resonate with your sun sign, check your moon sign. I don't feel like I'm not channeling the energy for the rising signs. That is because, as I've explained before, but I'll explain it again. Your rising sign is a point. It's a constellation that was coming up over the horizon at the time of your birth. That's why the place of birth is so important, to know which sign was coming up over the horizon at the time of your birth. So, I don't do the rising signs in this regard because really the new moon is a transit, right, of the sun and the moon. Okay, the moon is occulted, if you will, or not able to be seen because of its placement in between sun and earth. It is an illuminary that reflects the light of the sun. Okay, so when the new moon occurs, it is unable to work. It's no reflection. It's occulted. All right. Hey, a little too sweet. So, I'm not doing rising signs for this. Okay. I want to just show you guys the chart real quick. So this isn't one I can draw on. Okay. This is not one I can draw on. I just want to show it to you real quick because this is going to be a very interesting new moon, and we'll get into this a little bit further tomorrow. Everybody that I have readings to do for, I will be doing them between tonight and tomorrow. As you can hear, I'm finally getting my voice back, and I'm finally getting some energy back. Here we are. So you've got the moon and the sun right here. It'll be at about 4 degrees Pisces. This is for the 23rd of February at approximately 9:30. I think I put 9:30 in the morning Central, 10:30 in the morning Eastern. It is at its height at 15:31. So, 3:31 p.m. GMT. I want us to, and we're going to talk about this a lot tomorrow, but I want us to keep this in mind as we're looking at these readings, okay? The Mercury has gone into retrograde. It's going to be within orb of the sun and the moon, just within 5 degrees. It's just entering orb with the sun and the moon, but we still got the big boy of Neptune here. Intellectual thought, realizations of maybe a misstep, the fog being lifted. Okay, all these things, we should begin to expect. Thank you, Sandra. We should begin to expect happening during this time period, during this new moon. I always say that the new moon is a time period where emotions are a lot less put on blast, right? It's not the big thing. Your emotions are not front and center because the illuminary, the moon, the feminine energy, I'm a Cancer, moon rules my chart. We are the initiators of emotion. And we're the maternal beings. So you don't have as much emotion. This is more practical. And as Mercury moves away from the influence of Neptune in this 12th house, if you've done people dirty, if people have done you dirty, if, there's a lot of ifs here, if there are a lot of ish going on, okay, you're going to notice. It's going to be noticed. You're going to be able to see things a lot clearer. You're going to be able to understand people's perspectives a lot clearer. You're going to be able to understand your own perspective a lot clearer. And you're going to be able to see and feel, I shouldn't say feel. You're going to be able to see and think with greater focus and concentration. All those things, all those plans, dreams, areas and people that you need to clear out the karma for, with, it's going to become very clear. And where you need to kind of raise your vibrational set point, as Mercury comes back into Aquarius, you may find yourself reigniting, relationships with people that you realize now were in your best interest, or you may have a desire to. You may end up where you may have passed on a specific group before and thought maybe they weren't like your group, your tribe. I feel like we're going to come back into it and find them and recognize them. So there's a lot that's going on. There's a lot going on that's going to be going on, and we'll get deeper into that tomorrow. So let's get to what everybody came here for, which is the tarot. So what I'm going to do tonight, I have my beautiful Starseed Oracle cards. Guys, let folks know that I'm here. I don't know why notifications haven't gone out. Maybe because I ain't been on, at the nighttime in over a week. Hey, Virgo 808. Aloha. Aloha, lovey. We don't have to worry. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. We don't have to worry about time stamping this because it's never accurate. So thanks for stopping by, sweetie. Love ya. We're going to use the Starseed Oracle. I'm going to try to keep this fairly quick. So we'll put an Oracle card. Again, this is for Sun and Moon. If I need to clarify these cards, I will pull from the Star Child Tarot, okay? So we're going to start off with Aries, okay? Going to start with Aries. And guys, if I have to blow my nose or cough, I'm going to put up a little sign here. Love you too. I'll put up a little thing and mute myself again. All right, here we go. What do we have for Aries Sun and Moon sign for the new moon? What do we have for Aries Sun and Moon sign for the new moon? Ooh. Aries. Star ancestors. Star ancestors. It doesn't like to. Star ancestors. That's a beautiful card. Hey, sweetheart. Star ancestors. The star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Let me light these candles here. Hold on one second. I hope it doesn't. I needed a little extra. Let me get my Celestine and my Selenite. Okay. Hey, Suri. Okay. See, I'm going to move this out of the way. Look, I lit my candles up there. One for intuition, one for my ancestors, and one for protection. Okay. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Aries, Sun, and Moon. So let's get that understanding here. This is a beautiful card. I love that card because it's showing you, right, the pyramids. And we all know that the pyramids, no matter where they're located, are, you know, there's no way a human being could have built these on their own with the technology and the knowledge that was had. And the, you know, like there weren't earth movers and all kinds of things. Like there's no way. This had to be, you know, celestial beings, spirit guides, gods, goddesses coming and showing how to do this, right? So, oh, you're getting ready for bed? Okay, sweetheart. Oh, wait, star ancestors. So this is, and I think this is beautiful for Aries, being you guys being the initiators of the whole zodiac. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship, created in precise alignment with the stars, exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on Earth and one day will again. So, Aries, if I'm going to take that and bring it into like us talk, third dimensional talk, this is what I'm going to say to you. Aries, you guys are the initiators of the entire zodiac. We're coming into the end, right? We're coming into the season, the Piscean season, which is the karmic house of the zodiac. You're next. So while at this new moon, you know, a lot of us are going to also be focused on the karma, clearing it. Who should we be in alignment with? Who should we be rolling with? Who should we get out of our space? Who should we allow into our space? What is our personal purpose? Who should we really be giving our love to? And all those things. While you're doing that, it's also incumbent upon you to gather up the energy for the next season. It's incumbent upon you, Aries, as the start of the whole the whole astrological calendar. Like that's the astrological new year is your season. So it's going to be incumbent upon you to be the innovator, which you are. Like you're the innovator, you're the cardinal fire sign. You're the innovator for passion, for direction, for like innovation, for like let's go do this. Aries, I need you to collectively grab a hold of the ancient wisdom so that you can channel it through yourself to us. That's what you need to do. You're going to be channeling through yourself in your own world, but also those of you that have a voice and speak to others, I'm going to need you to channel it to the rest of us. Gemini, stop it. Damn it. I'm going to need you to channel it to the rest of us. That's your mission. Tap into your ancestors. You're the closest to the ancestors, right? In regard to the fact that you yourselves are the youngins, right? You're like, you know how babies are just so like intuitive and they're so knowledgeable and they're so everything. Like babies are just everything. So you're the everything. I need you to do that. I need you to be the babies. I need you to like be that sponge of knowledge. If y'all could see my cat, be that sponge of knowledge. Look at her. and be that sponge and soak it all up. So when you get things during your meditation time, during your new moon meditation and ritual time, Aries, this hold on to it. Like, I feel like you're going to be getting like information that's going to be unlocking secrets that we need as a collective. We need to hear from you. We need the inspiration to move forward in quantum manifestation, in quantum living, in interdimensional living. We need that from you, Aries. No. Okay? That's Aries, sun and moon. Aries, sun and moon, the star ancestors. So we're going to place that over there. And let's move on to Taurus. You guys, please, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you guys want to work with me, you can go to heartofinspiration.net. I'm not going to be doing anybody's anything, though, until the weekend. So I have to catch up from being sick. So you can go on there and schedule some time with me, okay? For anything, a myriad of everything. Oh, Taurus, you should recognize this. This came out this morning. Surrender to the sweetness. Okay, hi, Virgo. Surrender to the sweetness. See, I just surrendered, Virgo. Surrender to the sweetness. We need to see the love in everything. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So we saw this card this morning. If you didn't see this card this morning, why am I making you work? Because it's about time you worked. No, I'm just kidding. Aries, we need you. Taurus, surrender to the sweetness. This is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let this ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer and which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylonians connected the feminine goddess Ishtar to the planet Venus, and in Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. Time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, and give yourself the luxury of time without an agenda. Many of us are building our lives, so busy building our lives, we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnection from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. Listen, Taurus, you guys, hey Mel, you all have been through a lot. You're going to go through a lot until 2026, when Uranus decides it wants to finally leave your sign. And that disruption has, you're ruled by Venus. So this is really, really interesting to me that this card came out for you. And in fact, where's Venus going to be? Let's look. Venus at the new moon is going to be over here in Aries. On its way to you, on its way home. So Venus is coming on home to give you some loving, because Uranus has been bad. Uranus has been a bad grandpa and been just kind of like disrupting the flow of everything and everyone. Okay? Uranus has been bad, horrible, meanie. All right? What we don't want is for you to, because it's been so tough and it's been such a long, horrible transit right now. And I know it's been horrible because you're you're fixed, right? You're the first fixed sign, right? In the whole zodiac. So for you, things really need to be in order, and you find beauty in order. You find beauty in structure. You find beauty in entrepreneurship. You find beauty in all of that. Okay, so Taurus, it's been a little more difficult because your order has been disrupted. Hey, MK, hey, Rigby. So I'm asking you, and this is what this card is saying, during this new moon, what I want you to do is clearly define bringing more love and beauty and patience with yourself and patience with others, and bring that sweetness back into your life. And during Pisces season, it's infinitely easier actually for you to do that, because that is kind of the dreamy kind of, let's see what can be and hold on to that energy. Okay, let's see the love of self and of others and see the best in everyone. So during this new moon, I want you to release all negativity. That's the release we're doing. But I want you to consciously bring in things that bring you joy, manifest things that bring you happiness, manifest things that bring you peace, and manifest the energy to further bring those into your life as we go forward into the new year. Rigby, what is your question? And please, Suri, watch this one if he's a troll. I have no time for trolls today. Okay? So I hope you're not a troll. What's your question? As we move on to Gemini. How's it going, MK? We're going to do Gemini. What do we have for Gemini for the new moon? Some call me that. Some call me a prophetess. Some call me a teacher. I can see into certain things and situations. Yes. I'm not answering any personal questions tonight, though. You wanted to know how you can meet your futures. Can you meet? So tonight I'm not doing any personal questions. I might decide to do that again soon, but not too. But so kind of watch. I can say this, Rigby, and thank you for being a real question. I can say this, and this is to anybody. If you want to meet your future spouse, meet yourself. When you love yourself, all of you and yourself partnered, where you don't feel you need. Okay, all right, no problem, honey. I get them from time to time. So when you love yourself and you're self-partnered and you don't feel like you need a spouse, but that spouse is truly your partner, that's when you're able to attract them in. When we want them so bad, as if we want and when we want anything, as far as when we're manifesting, when we want anything so bad, what happens is that want, that desire, that absolute need, okay, for anything actually pushes it away from us. We then are telling Spirit, Source, the universe, right, that we don't believe that Source is going to bring it to us. And we're not vibrating at the frequency that we need to in order to draw that energy, be it spouse or anything, in. So the easiest way I can say to meet your soulmate, your spouse, is to be sure that you are self-partnered and whole as one can be, and where meeting your spouse isn't a necessity, it's a nicety, and vibrate at that energy of self-love, and then your spouse comes in. Hey, Metro. All right, here we go for Gemini. Oh boy. Why am I not surprised? Like expecting it too much. Exactly. Exactly. So Gemini, we have cracked open. That looks like a twin, doesn't it? Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Oh my gosh. Geminis, don't get mad. I'm just the messenger. I'm not the one that created it. Geminis, don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body. Wow. Wow. Can we sit with that for a second, Geminis? That the world crushes us to the point where it basically expels our spirit. It expels and severs our connection with our higher self to the point that we need to call it home and let it know it's safe to reside within us. That's deep. That's deep. I had to sit there for a second. At the center front of your life, it's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, your sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Hey, Amy. Hey, Mary. Be open to being cracked open. Wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we could only dream were possible. But at first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. Look at that, Gemini. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Wow. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurt happen for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you to open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Geminis, that sun and moon, that is deep. That is so deep. How often do I say that I'm thankful, right, for my narcissist? How often do I say that even though there was a lot of issues growing up and abuse and this and that, everything that I've been through has made me the woman I am today. It's pressed me, it's shaken me down, right? It's made me pure gold after I've been through the fire. Geminis, you are going through a fire. And maybe you're not going through the fire at the same level as a lot of us or whatever, but whatever your fire is, whatever pressurized that pressure cooker has been set at, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to say, okay, I get it. What lesson was I supposed to learn from this? How is this enhancing my life? And what can I do and heal from it? And let me be open. And let me be open to the leading of spirit and source, and to the indwelling of my own spirit and indwelling of source, interconnected together and part of the collective. So allow yourself this new moon, go ahead and allow yourself to crack open. Devoid of the emotional tie, because we're at a new moon, right? We peel the emotions back. We set the emotions back and we just look at a thing for what it is. So allow that to happen so that your spirit can communicate. Mercury coming right back at you. Mercury's coming back at you, right? It's retrograde at the new moon. It's in orb. It's coming back. And it's wanting to tell you something. And we're in the 12th house. This is the house you clear that karma out. This is the house you reconcile. You reconcile the checkbook. Y'all don't know nothing about that. But, you know what I'm saying? You reconcile your ledgers. You do your P&Ls, profit and loss. And let it all be counted as profit. Whoo, that was good, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, hold on 1 second. I gotta blow my nose, child. Whew. Okay, that was good. Sorry, y'all. I don't want y'all hearing or seeing me blow my nose. All right, let's move it along to Cancer, so I'm not here for 3 hours tonight. I'll get to preaching, y'all. I'll be done preached on every darn sign, and this video will be 3 hours long, and I got to edit the first 3 minutes because I wasn't talking. All right, here we go with Cancer. Cancer, star bathing. Star bathing. That's a beautiful card. Star bathing. Light body. Crystal grid. Oh my gosh. Yo, this is going to be a powerful lunar cycle. Powerful lunar cycle. Powerful lunar cycle. And before this is all over, we're going to talk about if y'all want some of these readings for this lunar cycle. Powerful. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Light body, crystal grid, transformation, and activation. Hey, Tiff. Star bathing. This is beautiful. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the earth. So now I'm going to have to start talking about the crystalline grid. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. Hey, D. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. Download a star bathing meditation. Well, there's a star bathing, but we'll talk about that. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It also can mean that your light body, the energy body at its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. Listen, Cancers, at this new moon, while the moon is occulted by the sun, we can't see we're not getting any light. It's devoid of light to us. This is our ruling body. This is also the time that we can at the greatest level see our own light that we emanate and see our own frequency, because we don't have a luminary coming at us and feeding us extra energy, if that makes any sense, Cancers. So Cancerians, this is what we're to do. Excuse me, I'm sorry. At this new moon, this is an activation moment. I know a lot of us have been feeling like we've been kind of out of our bodies, period, lately. And we kind of have. We've been feeling a call to a higher level. We've been kind of have. So Cancerian suns and Cancerian moons that have understood that what their light calling is. The activation of your higher frequency, the ability for us to live interdimensionally very easily, the ease that for us to go to the next level, for us to go to the higher dimensions, for us to go get that information and bring it back and integrate it, we're being activated. And especially in the Piscean realm of the deep mysteries, you know, Pisces is represented by two major arcana, the moon and the high priestess. And the reason why some say the high priestess is so much is Pisces as well, is because she represents deep hidden wisdoms from the ages being brought in. So Cancers, at this new moon, let's manifest a higher, deeper connection to our higher selves, to source, and begin to tap into the energies of the crystalline grid. Begin to tap into the higher energies so we can begin to bring in and be a conduit for frequencies here on the earth and help disseminate them. But it's going to take a bit of time we've already been integrating, some of us, and some of us Cancers that are hearing me will know what the hell I'm talking about. But we have to integrate more so our higher self with the higher dimensions, with the higher frequencies, so that we can help be that conduit into the earth. Okay. All right, we're going to make it, y'all. We're going to make it. Ooh, this is going to be a good one for you then. Oh my goodness. Next is Leo. Oh, Leo. Fall into my arms, Leo. God, I wish this would focus better. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Fall into my arms. I feel like Leos have needed a lot of love. This has been a tough Aquarius season for y'all. Fall into my arms. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things either as good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded, and when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow. It's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience. To let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. There was something I read here that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of source. And the reason, Leo, I want to bring that up here, because you know your sun, your luminary, your ruler is the sun. And this is kind of like just getting past the middle of winter where you can feel extremely separated from the sun. We don't have as much sunlight. And so Leos are just like, I want sun. But you take on so much, Leo. Probably more than you should. You got to learn to release it and let it go. And you have to learn that you can actually release it in the physical realm and have that oneness with source again. And experience it here while still being separated in our humanity. If you think about that concept, isn't that why we have religion? I'm not going to preach that one right now, but we're going to have to circle back on that one. Somebody remind me of that. Isn't that the simplistic bottom line goal of all religions? To reunite man with God, to reunite man with his creator or her creator, to reunite man with the source from which all love flows. Life. Anyway, let me keep it moving because I be done going off on a whole nother tangent. All right, here we go. Virgo. Here we go, Virgo. Here we go, Virgo. New moon. So, sorry, Leo, what you all need to be doing. At the new moon, what you're doing is you're manifesting the strength to release. You're manifesting the strength and the alignment, right? The alignment, Virgo, the ability, the alignment of your chakras and the healing of your chakras, that you no longer feel the need to take on everybody else's crap and internalize it. You do not need to be a people pleaser. Okay? You don't need to please everybody else. You don't need that. Yes, you want to protect everybody. Yes, you want everybody to be good. Yes, you all that this loyalty, but sometimes your loyalty can be to a fault, and a lot of times your loyalty can end up being to your own destruction. Please manifest the alignment of your chakras and the strengthening of your aura, so that as your light and loyalty shines and envelops people, it envelops people to the point where they are brought into it and drawn into it, and through you see the reunification of themselves with the sun, of themselves with the light, of themselves with source. But it doesn't drain you to the point where you are not putting your needs, wants, desires, and your purpose behind other people's. All right, now let's keep it pushing. You guys, bear with me. I'll do it after Virgo. Let's do Virgo at the halfway break. Ooh, y'all. I'll put some oregano oil on my feet tonight. We got a lot of star stuff going on here tonight. Here we go, Star Brothers. I feel like I pulled this for Virgos. Somebody got this that is a Virgo the last time I pulled these. Star Brothers, Virgo. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Virgo. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now. This is for you, for the new moon. Virgo sun, Virgo moon. From those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to know you have a new experience on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. So Virgos, at this new moon, you are seeking to manifest a closer, supportive relationship with others here earthly, but just as importantly, with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your assigned angels, your assigned lesser ascended ones, that whole group. Get your spiritual gang going, okay? Get that spiritual gang in place and feeling supported, and making sure you're connected with your light tribe here, with your support system here. Okay? That's where we need to be. That's the deal. Okay? Because you do have support and you do have protection, and there are those of us here that you can trust, that have your back and have your front. We got your 6, we got your 12, and we got your 3 and your 9. So we got you. Okay? That's really what I'm hearing that Spirit wants you to know. All right. Let's take a quick help me. Let me look for something. This is a really important lunar cycle. Nope, it's not there. Hang on, guys. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I don't want that one either. I need to find something. On my website, I have where you can get lunar cycle readings, and I'm just looking for. They're $29.95 for both the full. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to do this on the fly, okay? And we're going to get this up here. They're $29.95. Lunar. Okay, they're $29.95. I want you guys to know that you can go to my website. Save. Let me put this up here. It's a good thing I know how to do this on the fly, hey? Oh, it was already in here. I'll put that down here. I'll leave it there. So $29.95, guys. And you go to my website and order it. I do need, at the least, your time. Well, not your time. Your date and place of birth. Hopefully, if you know your time, that's better. What I can do for you is pre-record a personalized lunar forecast, looking at your transits and the lunar transits, along with all the other planets, of course. So you'll get one for the new moon and you'll get one for the full moon. That you can order on my website, okay? And I honestly, so the new moon is on the 23rd. So yes, I'm definitely limiting it to 10 spots, all right? Thanks, guys, for waiting for that message. All right, here we go. Where we leave off? Libra. Hello, Libra. Gemini, no. Stay over there. All right, here we go, Libra. What do we have for Libra for the sun and moon for the new moon? Libra, sun and moon. Ooh, interesting. Libra, Earth School. That's interesting. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Look, she's got it coming out of some like crazy portal and like skydiving down to Earth. That's so cool. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. That's for Libra. Earth School, Libra. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Okay, remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps us with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you get this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. Hey, Game On. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. So some of you Libra, suns and moons, it's going to be a new area of study or growth that we're embarking on. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or a training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these opportunities for soul growth, after all, relationships are known as the number one way we grow as souls here on Earth. And those relationships can be friendships, they can be romantic, they can be family. It doesn't matter. Any work, any type of human interaction. Okay, so Libra, for you, you need to actually be manifesting the patience, the insight, the discernment of what it is you're meant to be learning right now. Like if you've been having difficulties with other people, or it just seems like you're going through the same cycle over and over and over again, I need you to manifest at this new moon the discernment and the openness to see where it is, why you're on. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Why you are on this journey. Why are you here? Why are you on the same hamster wheel and you just cannot get off? Okay? So, really figure out why you're on the hamster wheel. Really figure out what's going on. And so you can get off of it. Okay? Get off the merry-go-round. This is school. School's in. Learn the lesson and keep it pushing. Okay? So, Earth School for my Libras. Okay? Earth School. Learn your lessons so we can move forward. Okay? Because we need you to keep the balance. We're going to really be needing you as time goes forward here, okay? All right, guys. If you guys want your own personalized moon cycle, right? New and full. So you can see how the new and the full moon is hitting your chart and your chart transits. If you're already a Patreon patron, you will receive that. If you're a $30 per month patron and you decide you want that. If you would like it just this month, you can do it for $29.95. Okay? Scorpio. You've got the love. You've got the look. Sure enough, do be cooking in my book. Sorry. Little Prince. Okay. You got the love. Oh, gosh. Okay. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. I feel like I pulled this for a Scorpio. Last time I used these cards. Yeah. You're falling. Stop. Scorpio. The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure divine, unconditional love, who see love in all people and situations. Hey, lucky, lovely Libra. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those that they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, Hadarians dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body. To learn to love self first and establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within them. That they truly do have the love they need on their own. Let me tell you how I feel like this fits with Scorpios, though. Sometimes Scorpios have a little bit more difficulty with expressing that love to others outside of themselves. Sometimes the connection is a little bit more difficult than others. And it's not that they don't want the connection, but they find it, you know, they're the CIA, the FBI, the KGB, the MI6, okay? NCIS, JAG. I mean, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out what happened, how it happened, why it happened, when it happened, who did what, why, what for, and they're gonna weigh out the entire case. They're gonna know. You cannot hide it. But because of that, all the continuous investigation, that doesn't leave a lot of room for just pure trust and just pure unconditional love, even though that's what they want. So I feel like this card came for Scorpios during this Piscean new moon time, to take the moment in time, to take the opportunity to let some of your guard down, even in regard to yourself. Because I think Scorpios can be the hardest on themselves because, right, they have such a high expectation of self. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it can be lonely and it can be kind of depressing, and they can want to go in their cave and they can want to just be alone and not really interact with everyone because it's hard for other people to understand them. So, Scorpio, there are those of us that actually understand you and we love you and we accept you. Find the love within and love yourself and be very loving and honoring to yourself and give yourself a break this new moon. Okay? Honor that love first. Honor the love that source, that God, that spirit, creator, beloved has for you. And then we can then interact a little bit easier with others. So this is self-love time for you and a healing time for you, Scorpio. Okay, 4 more left. We're doing pretty good. Okay. Sagittarius. Game on, metal on. I like your, that's such a pretty picture, honey. Game on, metal on. Are you a metalhead? Do you play like, are you like in a metal band? Or do you like metal, like hard rock, metal rock music? I happen to like heavy metal, but so I'm just wondering. Or do you play like Metal Gear Solid? Or I'm just really interested. Sorry, I'm being nosy. Okay, Sag. Ooh. Sagittarius, all paths lead home. No, but I like metal. You like metal music. Okay, cool. All paths lead home. Sag. Inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within. All paths lead home, Sag. It's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within, Sagittarius. I talked about that this morning in the dailies this morning. Listen, Sag, you are not going to have any planets other than the moon transiting your sign for a while. A long while. So, this is really all about you and what you do with what you've learned over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, that you've had major planets coming on through, okay? Or planets, period, other than the moon. To study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off the world. Ooh, wait, yes it is. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be being called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice. That's probably a good thing. To get in the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world. Gemini, I said no. To start from a feeling of at-homeness being within. And throughout each day, find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness. Sagittarians, at this new moon, seek out an understanding of what your new spiritual practices have to be. Because now you're not having a number of planets coming to speak to you and floating on through, other than the moon, every month. You're not going to have a bunch of planets come through kind of guiding you with their energy on how, nothing's transiting your sun directly, conjuncting it. You're going to have sextiles and trines and squares, but nothing in your home sign. That means it's all on you. That means it's time for you to turn inward. That means it's time for you to tap in. That means it's time for you to connect. We're not running around having a bunch of fun. Like, you can still have fun, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not everybody else. It's you, boo. It's all about you. So this new moon, seek out what is your new practice. What's your new practice? What are we doing differently now than we ever have before so we can remain connected? What are we doing different? How are we going to operate differently? How are we going to be grounded yet? So often I hear a lot of Sagittarians, I got to get grounded. I got to get grounded. I got to get grounded. oh my God, get grounded already so that we can, like, you can tether yourself down to the earth and still ascend, right? And be living a higher conscious life. Sometimes I think it's more in vogue for people to say, I gotta go get grounded, than it is for people actually to do the gosh darn work to get grounded. And it's really not that hard to get grounded. I tell you, the problem with being grounded is that you gotta look at your own ish. Because as we remain tied here and still ascended there, if that's a communication, that's a conversation that's happening between you and Source all the time, your real self, your higher self, and you're always seeking to elevate your frequency and align your chakras, staying grounded then means being connected to the earth and connected up. And so there's a constant flow of energy, of wisdom, of knowledge. And then you have to heal what is most uncomfortable to you. Otherwise, you cannot stay connected here. You can't be a part of the circuit because it's a circuit. It's a circuit thing, right? What? Sorry. It starts here and flows down through you, up and out. Like your heart, just like your heart pumps blood, right? One side, my medical people will help me. One side takes the blood in and cleans it and oxygenates it, and the other side pumps it back out. That's the same thing that happens when you are connected and you're grounded while living a higher belief, a higher vibrational life. Okay? It's the same concept. The problem is we don't want to sit there and get stuff oxygenated and healed up, all the crap that's down here. So what do? We actually disconnect from being grounded and choose to live in our higher selves. Choose to live in our higher, quote unquote, theoretically, ostensibly, living from our heart chakra up instead of actually living in all seven. Now this could go for anybody, not just Sagittarius. I'm not picking y'all. I'm just y'all the example of the day. So the key is to stay grounded so that we can deal with our grounded crap. So we can deal with our earthly crap. And so that the energy flows and we don't lose frequency when it comes into our solar, our sacral, and our root chakras. Solar plexus. Okay, let me get off Sagittarians back because y'all going to be like, ooh, she don't get off their tail. She's all over their tail. Okay, I'm going to turn y'all off for one more second because I can blow my nose. Okay, if you guys want that personalized moon forecast, lunar forecast for the whole cycle, go to my website and order it for $29.95. All right, here we go. Capricorn. So you're a gamer also, huh? Game on, metal on. I love it. You wouldn't think I like metal bands, but I actually do. I'm an 80s teenager. So in the 80s, the one thing I loved about the 80s, one of the things, of course, I loved about the 80s, especially the early into mid 80s, is that music was music. And it didn't matter. Like, it was like the one unifying thing. Like, everybody kind of loved everything because of MTV. So, you'd find people of color and white people that liked, Michael Jackson or whatever, or any, Cameo or whatever. And just as much as we may have liked this Flock of Seagulls, or Metallica, or Def Leppard, or AC/DC. I don't know. It's just like, it was different. It was different then. It was totally cool. Like, one of my favorite bands is Rush. I actually love Metallica. I like Def Leppard. I've liked AC/DC like for years and years, right? So growing up in the 80s with MTV, you just saw all of these different bands, for everything from the hair bands to the pop stars to the, right? So it's cool. Anyway. Now, the whole 5-finger death punch people, I don't know that I can deal with that, but just saying. Some of it now I can't do. But, you know, I used to do the screamers. Anyway, Capricorn, that's a whole other conversation. Portal. Capricorn, you guys have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. Okay, portal. Doors are opening for you, Capricorn. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. God, that's so true. The timing is right. The universe, Capricorn, is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Makes perfect sense. Saturn at the tail end of Capricorn at its strongest degrees. Pluto is still right there within orb. Mars coming up, Jupiter coming up, coming in hot. Not that hot, lukewarm, but Mars is coming in hot. In fact, Mars is going to be sitting on the South Node in Capricorn at the time of the new moon. That's a whole thing. Y'all got to be here tomorrow. Y'all have to be here tomorrow night when I talk about, from an astrological standpoint, what these transits are. It's deep. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time. Okay, we'll read that. It's also a time where you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking, Capricorn. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. This card is a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported now. Use this energy and jump right in. Listen. Those Cappies that are living an ascended life, that are living in the light, that are aspiring again to build people up and not tear people down and not live in their lower dimensions and have been putting in their work, because y'all have had a lot going on. And you guys are so critical. You are the cardinal earth signs. You guys are so critical to the manifestation process and the harvesting process and cycle here on earth as we ascend, as we raise the frequency. So my Lightworker Capricorns, my Starseed Capricorns, my Indigo Capricorns, and other light beings, you guys are the bearers, the holders of the seed. You get it? You're the holders of the seed. Aries comes through and says, woo, here we go. This is the idea. Cancer comes in and says, whoosh, here's some water. I'm going to start the emotion. I'm going to set the energy in motion. Libra comes in and brings gentle wind. Right? Holds back the rain some. Tells the sun you need to cool off a little bit. But all of those elements are hovering over the earth, which is Capricorn and the holder of the seed. So if you all lose focus on what's supposed to be being manifested, we got problems. So in your own personal lives, Cappies. You're stepping into, this is a portal time. So at this new moon, this is what I need you to do. Hyper focused on what it is, your life, what life is it you wish to manifest? What life is it your higher self has shown you, your connection with source has shown you that is for you? And I need you to focus in on that. And I need you to deposit that seed into your sacral chakra. And I need you to root it down. And I need you to give it energy and life from your solar plexus chakra. And I need you to pour love on it with your heart chakra. And I need you to speak it into existence with your throat chakra. I need you to see it with your third eye chakra. And I need you to accept all of what Source has for you in the co-creation process through your crown chakra. Some of you are birthing things simply for your personal life, but that's going to show it. It's going to show. It's going to be a light for others, right? It's going to be an inspiration for others. Some of you, though, are holding seed for the collective, and I'm going to need you to hold on to that seed, and I'm going to need you to give it good earth for it to be deposited into. Do you understand? Do you get it, guys? Yeah, your Jupiter return. Whoo, yes, Lord, yes. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes. I will trust you and obey. Right? So, sorry, that old school gospel song came right up out there. Goddess Essence Energy, hello, love. I say, what does that mean? Hey, Tanya. Hey, Tanya. I've seen ASE everywhere, and I don't know what that means. Okay, let's finish this off, y'all. Woo! I told you, if I get to preaching for every sign, we're going to be here all night long. And I'm not trying to be Lionel Richie up in here. I got to drop my car off tomorrow morning. Okay, here we go. One more. Who is this? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Inner Earth. I love this. I love it. I love this card. How beautiful is this? Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions, Aquarius, and beginnings. Inner Earth. Inner Earth. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Ooh. Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. To conceive the power to make things happen and change. I love that, Goddess Essence Energy. You stay connected. I'm digging you. Amen, Jennifer. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beginnings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, Aryavarta, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive. Aquarius. Surprising outcomes to your problems and situations. Resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new world of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. So listen, Aquarius, inner earth, I'm going to ask you to find your innermost self. I'm going to ask you to shift your fixed air thinking at this new moon. And I need you to manifest the door opening to alternative solutions to your issues, to alternative solutions to your situations, to alternative ways to grow, alternative ways to manifest, alternative ways to live, alternative ways to interact with others, alternative ways to think, alternative ways to speak. I need you to open yourself up to the possibilities that your thought processes can and should change. I need you to open up to transformation on an inner level, on how you relate to the third dimensional realm. That's what this inner earth is saying to me. How do you speak your reality into the third dimensional realm? How do you do that? Why do you do it? What are your ideas? What ideas are you holding and believe so tightly? Can you see those ideas, beliefs, and thoughts that you're holding on to so tightly that perhaps they're no longer doing you any good and they need to change? They need to evolve. Can you see that? How maybe they've harmed you, that maybe they've helped you in times past. Maybe there's areas you are not being very open about yourself to yourself and honest with yourself about who you are and who you're meant to be and who you came here to be. So I'm going to need you, Aquarius, to go inside, because you are the holders of the relationships and the higher philosophies and the higher knowledge, and you're the rebellious ones and the starters of the rebellions and the radical changes and everything. So I need you to clear this up so that you can give us that radical change and come back. But it's from a place of healing and a place of purity, so that the inner can be recreated, so the outer, right? Everything outside of us, we say, as is it above, so it is below. As it is within, so it is without. There is a saying or a verse in the book of Thomas where Jesus says, the kingdom is within and without. As it is above, so it is below. As it is within, so it is without. Change your within so that your without can change. You need to get deep into this inner world. All right. Last but certainly not least. Thank you. Thank you so much, honey. Goddess Essence, I thank you for being here. I thank everybody for being here. Thank you, moderators, for moderating. I so appreciate you all. Thank you guys to the return subscribers. I thank you very much for being here. Thank the new people for coming. You guys, please, the best thing you could do is share this video with folks. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, but please consider sharing this video so that more people can see it. Recommend this channel. We're going to be here tomorrow and talk about the astrology, the astrological transits and the energy. I'm going to be giving you some intuitive astrology. Oh. This is so beautiful for Pisces. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful for Pisces. I couldn't have picked a better card. It's going to be deep. This is deep. This is, they've all been very significant lately, but this is a real deep one, guys. So don't miss tomorrow. Pisces, Whale and Orca Elders. Look at that card. I could not have picked who would it? Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Whale and Orca Elders. How beautiful is that? The Whale and Orca Elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet Pisces. Hey, sunny disposition. To harmonize with it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul's song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being in an instant. You're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency. To bow to who you truly are. To stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all. To leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door. To question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The White and Orca Elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings. To drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note of your soul. The unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the soul of all of those you meet. Pisces, I tell you what, I'm not going to down you for doing your deep dives anymore, because spiritually you're doing a deep dive to harmonize and anchor us, right? In the deep waters where you swim. And truly, Pisceans, I feel like, really do see the good in everybody, and there's just a love and a harmony there, and it's so hard sometimes for them to come outside themselves, and they don't mean to hurt, but they can easily get hurt, and whatever. Like it's sometimes it's hard for them to talk to each other, talk to one another and other human beings. Hey, Audra. Hey, Glam Beauty. Whale and Orca Elders, Pisces, we want to hear your song. Seek out healing at this new moon. Manifest your song. See where it is Spirit wants you set, so that your song can be heard by all those who's supposed to hear it. And I'll be waiting to hear your song, as will we all. And find that peace. Let go of fear. Just find the peace and the love and the light. We're here for you. Wow, guys. Whew. Beautiful. Okay. Wow, that was really intense. Okay. Don't forget, if you guys want a lunar reading, okay, a lunar cycle reading, If you want a lunar cycle reading, I need your date of birth and your place of birth. If you have the time, that'll make it really, really accurate. And I do an intuitive reading, okay? I look at the transits and then I do an intuitive interpretation from whatever spirit has for me. The same with the natal charts. If you want a natal chart interpretation, a lot of times in the natal charts I can see past lives and things like that. It's kind of interesting what I'm shown in natal interpretations. But anyway, if you want that as well, please reach out to me at heartofinspiration.net. If you want the personalized lunar cycle, okay, order at heartofinspiration.net. It's $30. If you want one every month, you can go to patreon.com. It's $30 and you get it once a month. But go to the website. I'm only going to take 10 people that want these personalized. So if you want to know how the new moon and then the full moon are going to interact with you and your transits, what it means for you personally, and get a message just for you from Spirit, you can go there now and order those. I'll be doing them from now till the end of the weekend. I'm going to catch up on everybody else that I have. So those of you that already ordered readings, I will be getting those done. And anybody else that's ordered that, we're supposed to spend time together, we'll do that this weekend. Thanks, Sunny Disposition. Thank you. It's not 100%. Okay. All signs are done. We're done. Tomorrow night, about this time, about 8:15-ish Central, 9:15 Eastern, I'm going to come on. We're going to go through intuitively the chart, the new moon in Pisces chart. We're going to review that, talk about the transits from a mundane space, and we're going to discuss that. Life-changing event tomorrow. Love and light, wisdom, joy, power, peace be unto you. You don't need luck. The angels, we're dispatching angels to make your way straight, make your path clear, spirit guides to guide you, and may your higher self, your spirit, be in constant communication with Source so you know every bit of wisdom, knowledge, whatever it is you need as you go along your way tomorrow. Okay? All right, join me tomorrow morning, too, for the Lightworker Daily Tarot. We're going to do that in the morning, guys. I usually try to get on about 8:30, 9 o'clock Central, somewhere in there. You won't see my face tomorrow morning, just my hands. It's too early for me to show you my face. Love y'all, but no. That's what we got. So join me tomorrow morning for the Lightworker Daily Tarot. Join me tomorrow night to go through these transits, okay? Join me tomorrow night. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's really important for you guys to share this and share this channel. We want all light workers to congregate and come and be a light tribe, okay? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. All my new folks, thank you, moderators. Thank you. Thank you, Blue Team. I love you guys immensely. You guys do an amazing job all the time, and I don't know what I would do without you. I don't know. Okay. All right, guys. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Remember to live life inspired. Thank you very much for being with me. Namaste. Bye-bye.